what you're thinking is very important
Mm.
because the very cells of your body are affected by the way you're thinking.
Wow. Dr. Gregory, I put this to you. There is an African child seated under the sound of a voice between the ages of 10 to 15 to 25. Give them a tip about what kind of food should they eat. A child between the age of 9, 10 to 15 to 25. What are the
Okay.
kind of food that he or she should eat
Okay,
to
this
avoid
is
finding
when
themselves
I
in the kind of
defer,
problems you've just
I defer to the mother, okay?
Okay.
Because even though I can do most of the things she can do,
Yeah.
but she can tell you some of the things for that age
Mama
group.
Naasira, I
Yeah,
listen to
we
you.
first want to connect with the parents.
Okay.
The parents are the ones that have to start becoming more realistically knowledgeable about what they're eating.
Okay.
Now here in the Gambia and Africa, there's been a lot of interruptions in the way that they've been eating historically because of the Europeans
Yeah.
coming in and changing that. So this is what we're doing. We're training people
Okay.
right now to come in and make the change so they can take this knowledge home to their sisters and brothers and parents.
Okay.
And that's, you have to start with one family at a time.
Okay.
And once people start to see what you're doing, and now we have Facebook, people know us all over the world. When I walk in the store, Mama Naasira, it's because they see what we're doing and they telling us. So what we're doing, we're the example. And even my children, they're example for what they're doing for their children. So more and more people are going to eventually get it. Also, I was just thinking earlier, you know, soursop. Soursop is really something that we should be eating more of it because it also prevents diabetes.
Okay.
You know, that's staying away from the sugar. Get it out of there. It helps to kill cancer, tumors, pineapples. We even grow pineapples here. Pineapples is really good for your eyesight. You know, it has phosphorus in it, and calcium and magnesium. All these things are important. We should be eating. This is what we need to educate our children with science and chemistry. I learned some chemistry, but they didn't teach me that the chemistry had a lot to do with my body.
Okay.
Now that I'm studying it, because I'm getting ready to write another book.
Okay.
All of these things, like to learn about Tanzania, they have the strongest stomach in the world because of the baobab. It's the strongest. I studied that. Blood sugar. It helps with the deficiencies of vitamin D. It helps with arthritis, hypertension. You know, it helps you. It has more vitamin C than an orange.
Okay.
So we need to be eating. It's grown right here.
Okay.
And it's the one of the best fruits in the world because it hydrates on the tree.
Okay.
So you can eat it either way.
Okay.
And then we have moringa, of course, that's the miracle tree.
Yeah, that's a
Everything is there. It has the A's, the B1, 3, 6, calcium, magnesium, and they all have the same treat cancer, mood disorders. I mean, neem is another one. It's good for, like, if you have a disorder with your eyes, you know, your upset stomachs, it helps you to eliminate. And these things grow seasonally. So if one is not around, then the other one is going to give you all of those properties.
Okay.
This is what I'm teaching people. Mint, you know, nana, that's a big deal here. That's good for oral, you know, keeping your bowels and your mouth clean. Headaches, it improves your brain power. It's nausea, it helps with stress. And then we have mortem border. That's here in the Gambia. And that's good for hypertension, arthritis. I mean, all of these things are right here. King Calabar. I mean, so
It goes on
this
and
go
on.
on and
But
on.
This is how interesting the conversation is right now on Symbians VIP Magazine, VIP TV. I come back to you, Doctor.
well, let me
Yes.
let me piggyback on that because you're talking about what someone can do in terms of feeding them.
Yeah, between the ages
Okay,
of at least
what we're
9
looking
to
at,
25.
you have your couscous here.
Okay.
You know, you can use your couscous. We're getting more rice in, the good rice.
Okay.
Like the wild rice,
Okay.
where you can make your porridge. You can put in there your baobab, which is very rich in your vitamin C. You can put in a little moringa flakes, and that is also going to help to boost the immune system.
Okay.
Instead of using milk from animals,
Yeah.
you can use your coconut milk. Okay? And if you happen to have a blender, you can mix it up and voila, that's what you get. So we're looking at the local things that they can use, as well as the fruits that are in season.
How about a child that stays in the UK?
How about
Or
a child?
stays in the US or somewhere outside Africa? You're talking about local stuff that they can use. But I'm concentrating on a child, an African child that stays possibly in the UK or the US or anywhere outside of the continent of Africa that
Okay.
needs a healthy lifestyle to avoid being too fat or bigger than the age
Okay.
actually
Well,
is.
what we would
should they
say
do?
for them, just stay away from the big five white things.
Big
If they
five
can,
white
yeah,
things.
those the big five.
What are they?
They stay away from the white sugar.
Okay.
Okay, because we know that that is addictive.
Okay.
Here in the Gambia, we have folks that are drinking a tire. We saw that, and I didn't know what that was.
Okay.
And then when I saw them putting practically all white sugar in there and then drinking it, and then when I talked to them, I said, what happens if you stop? I get a headache. That's an addiction. Okay? So what we did is we said, okay, what you can do is use substitutes for sugar. You have your local honey.
Okay.
You can take your moringa seed
Okay.
and chew that
Okay.
before you drink your attire without sugar.
Okay.
And it will be sweet and effervescent.
Okay.
You can also take your dates. Dates and cut them up real small, mix it with some water, put
Okay.
some heat to it,
Okay.
and you can have date sugar.
Okay.
So that is a substitute for that white thing.
Okay.
Your white table salt.
Okay.
Here, stay away from it.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of chemical additives that are put in that
Okay.
just so it can pour nicely. Okay? We're talking about aluminum byproducts and you name it, the list is long.
Okay.
Here you have sea salt. Use your own sea salt. Now, there might be a question about the processing or whatever,
Yeah.
but your natural sea salt is better than the table salt.
Okay.
Okay? In terms of your white bread, we need more grains that we can make our bread up. We put together bread here, and we'd like to make more of it.
Okay.
But that's another thing. In other
Okay.
words, staying away from the white things.
Okay.
So, also white. I didn't mention alcohol?
Oh, yeah,
I don't even have
alcohol.
to mention that because that tears up all the organs in your body.
Okay.
So anyone who's promoting that, God bless them. If they have a body that's not as sensitive like Europeans, they can get a lot more mileage than that. But we would suggest if you are black, limit your alcohol
Okay.
or stay away from it.
Okay.
Okay?
I also want to add too, if you're in the United States, since I am a Muslim and I don't really practice it, however, when I did, I was the one that used to bring in the vegetable foods to the community.
Okay.
So that way I got an opportunity to meet with the Gambians, Ghanaians, Liberians, everybody in there, and they saw what I did, and it only really takes 1 or 2 times and you start to get it because this is a lifetime of changing your life.
Okay.
You know where you are today, keep living. You will improve on your own because your energy is gonna take you into that level where you will start to meet the people, the right people.
Okay. That's beautiful. Interesting conversation here with our Facebook follower here, to Maria Tumane all the way there, following us on this conversation here in Jamie K. Have you seen my question before? The live got interrupted. Let me just scroll down and see if I can view. Can you just pose a question here so that we can see how best we can pose it to the interview here, Jamie K, if you get to me. Patricia Bestman is also following. Whatever comments, via analysis you have, can you just post it right now? The live got interrupted first, so we did not see that. Can you cleverly repose your question so that Dr. Bledsoe or Mama Naasira can have an opportunity to direct a better answer to that? Cleverly, in Africa here, we don't have control over what we eat. We don't have the finance to be able to manage our own lifestyle when it comes to what we eat. Mr. X is outside here. He eats whatever comes his way. He sees mango, he sees oranges, he sees whatever that comes his way because that's what he can afford, so to speak. He visits a friend and that's what he sees and that's what he eats. What is he vulnerable to? In other words, a man who is more or less a don't care, or possibly he's actually cares, but he doesn't have what it takes to be able to get the best kind of food to eat. What is he exposed to?
Well, he's exposed to an immune system that's not as strong as it could be. And as with an weakened immune system, then that means he exposes himself, where he's open more to different pathogens, bacteria. So as I said before, if your immune system is up, a lot of things you will not get. But for someone who's just doing, that's a challenge. However, what we found in America is that even though people eat a lot of junk food, the cheapest things were the fruits and the vegetables. And here, I find that to be the same. And those are the things that are healthiest for you. Unfortunately, because of our brainwashing and conditioning, we think that things that come from the West are good for us.
Yeah, that's
okay?
right.
But sadly, this, in the majority of cases, that's not good when it comes to nutrition, how things are packed, what additives that are in them, blah, blah, blah.
That begs the question, when do we start to respect, value, and embrace our identity when we have the elementary mindset or whatever comes from the West is good?
Well, I think that, first of all, we've been here 3.5 years, and we've been working with the Gambians here, teaching them how to prepare the meals, and we've given them knowledge about our own experiences to help them to make good choices so that they can have good lives. Some of them can have a little bit, I notice because we're so much older, but we're young at heart, it's kind of like an incompatibility where it could be a little bit of resentment.
Yeah.
And I tell them, don't look at, my age difference. Trust me, be happy that you're getting this information, because one day you're going to need this information, because our world is changing. We've already have a pandemic where the whole world is locked down. This is an opportunity for everybody to get on the same wavelength and start to ride it.
Okay.
And we do have internet access where we can see what we want to see. If it's healthy, you can change.
Yeah.
We can change.
Okay.
Well, one of the things I would say is kill your TV.
How do you mean?
Kill your TV. Cut off your television, because if most of the images are coming to you that are not of black people improving or acknowledging black values and love, cut it off.
Okay.
Because all of that is designed to make you a consumer and to feel less of yourself. We've had a challenge here with people bleaching their skin. And there are many different reasons for that. Some are doing it because they think it's going to give them an economic value advantage. They might get more jobs or whatever. But the bottom line is, when you bleach your skin, that affects your body internally and also affects your mind. That is why we made a list of 10 things you can put to bleach yourself naturally if you don't love yourself.
Okay.
But with the Africans here, oh my God, we love them black.
What are the 10 things that you can use to bleach yourself naturally?
Well,
if
naturally
you don't
can
love
use-
yourself,
oh,
even
you
though
can use
it's
some-
not a beautiful question to ask.
Oh, you can use some lemon. You can use oranges. You can use
Turmeric.
turmeric and honey, combination of that.
Do we really need that?
Yeah.
Can
And
we just appreciate our
No,
identity?
you don't need to do that, because what I've learned, I'm lighter than I was when I was a child, and it's because of the way the environment itself is changing us. And sometimes when you scar yourself, you put certain lotions on, and I don't know, and then even when you go to the doctors, and if you're sick, that medication is not just, you don't know what's in it. It is changing your color, because they're experimenting on our melanin.
Okay.
And it's a very challenged situation where I look at myself in my old pictures. I said, why I didn't change my skin color.
Yeah.
It's the environment that changes us too.
Okay.
So why would we want to change something that's going to change probably naturally? So that's what I'm learning, because we've hired people and we pay them pretty well.
Okay.
And they go buy some bleaching lotion. And I said, 6 months later, and I said, why does their skin look a little lighter? And then I started thinking, after a period of time, I said, well, maybe our dark skin may need some scrubbing. I don't know.
Just before we proceed, we continue. Let me just see what somebody has written here.
I don't know.
This is from Jamie of the United Kingdom. She says, where do I get these as a vegetarian? Vitamin B12, calcium, iron, This is
just named them.
zinc, glutathione, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, protein. I don't know if I'm getting the
Okay,
correct
there-
pronunciation. Maybe you can read the message. You have an
Yeah,
idea
well,
of
there
these
are health
vitamins?
foods. There are health foods in the UK.
Okay.
Vegetarian, well, you can get them. Well, some of these things you can't really get it
Okay.
in the
Okay, read what
sickle
you said.
cell
Yeah.
trait.
Mhm.
Okay, I just sickle cell. You can work there in the UK.
Yes, in the UK.
So therefore, some of these things they have to be listening and know when seasons to buy things, so that they can have these things
Okay.
in their in their diet
Okay.
or in their lifestyle.
Okay.
Sickle cell, I had written it if you can get some baobab. You can go to the health food stores there.
Okay.
They have a lot of things because I bought a lot in the what is it, Braxton?
Braxton?
They have a excellent Whole Foods there.
Okay.
And you can buy so many wonderful things there that's like here.
Okay.
So
And that's the Whole Foods.
they
call
need
it
to
Whole Foods.
they call it
in
yeah
Braxton.
Whole Foods. They need to make sure whatever's in season. If you go to, and if it's expensive, by the time that season starts to bring more of it, the price will reduce. And go to your local farmers markets.
Okay.
When I was in the UK, I used to go to the farmers markets.
Okay.
So once they know you, they give you things for little or nothing. Same way in the US.
Okay.
You really have to scout. You have to be really interested in making changes, and you will learn
Okay.
and read.
Okay.
It's all the things that I mentioned: baobab, moringa,
Yeah.
pineapples, soursop.
Okay.
Mint, sage is good. What is it? Cinnamon. Cinnamon is real good for your heart. And you should use the Ceylon.
Okay.
Ceylon is better because it's not as intense on your liver.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it also helps with help low blood sugars.
Okay.
Yes. So
Let me comprehensively read what she says. Okay, I have sickle cell traits. The reason why I have been suffering from bone itches recently. My doctor says I should be eating meat once a week because of my low blood level and high level of vitamin D. Thus, how will this work if I am a vegetarian?
okay. Well.
Okay, once again, when we...
That's from Jamie K. Of
once again, when we speak generally. If you're under the care of your physician, we don't know your pre-existing condition, so we can't just generally say specifically, but what we can do is just speak generally.
Okay. So if there is a link that is created between you and a particular follower that wishes to get tips about their own health, would you honor that?
Yes, sure. We can send them out a link to our website, and they can
Okay.
get in touch with us.
Okay,
that
so
way.
Jamie K, that's the right response there for you. We're going to create a link between you and Dr. Bledsoe and Mama Naasira, so you can have an opportunity to put all of the questions you want to put forward. And I am very, very hopeful, or should I say, I am with the conviction that they are going to afford you the opportunity to get the right kind of treatment that you need.
And
This is the
Mama-
conversation here on Symbiance VIP Magazine.
Please comment, like,
Share and subscribe.
follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Spicy, tasty vegan cuisine. Yeah.